welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. And I am Atra here, and by the title you know this one is going to be best and worst foundations, much raved about foundations. So let's see which are the best ones and which are the raved ones, and I will include the high ends, medium range, affordable to super affordable foundations which are really raved by the YouTubers or the people who are using it. So I have couple of foundations with me and I'm super proud about it because I had only one foundation in the beginning of 2017, but as and when I started my channel, you know what, I have hoarded up over so many foundations. So I am really happy and proud about myself. Drum rolls please. Start with the super affordable one. So the one which I have is the Lakme Perfecting Finish Foundation. So this one is an oldie. ये काफ़ी पुराना foundation है, and this was the first foundation which I started using, to be honest with you guys. And back then in my college days, I used to really like this foundation because this was, first of all, this was cheap. This was just for 100 or I think below 100 when I was in college. So that's why I used to like this one. And if you're wondering, I'm in the shade Natural Coral, and I think this is the darkest shade. This one is the British to dusky skin tone, so I have that. And you get, I think, 4 shades in this variant, only 4 or 5, I don't remember exactly. I will put it here. So the shade range is really less, and plus the texture is so drying, so matte. And मैं जब उस वक्त कॉलेज में थी तो तब मेरी स्किन थोड़ी सी स्वेटी, एंड क्योंकि मुझे पूरा टाइम बाहर घूमना होता था, तब आई यूज्ड टू लाइक इट. बट इफ यू आस्क मी टुडे, do I like it because I have so many options out here? No, I don't like it that much because it makes my face so drying, and as if my face looks so bad and caked up after using this foundation. I'm sorry guys, this may be one of your favorite foundations, but because I have tried so many other foundations, so I know that I won't be reaching out for this one. But the price point is really less, so if you are someone who is going to college, you can definitely try this. But if you are someone who wants a coverage, you know, dewy kind of finish, this is certainly not the foundation you should go for. So I will rate it 6 out of 10 because I used to like it so, like, back then in the days, but now I don't like it that much. Moving ahead, I have another product from Lakme. So I have this Lakme Invisible Finish Foundation with SPF 8, and this also retails for somewhere around 250 rupees. And trust me guys, I like this one better than the Lakme liquid foundation. I like this one better. First of all, because it has a spatula, so that becomes really easy and handy while applying the foundation. And again, the shade range is really less in this one. I think this one is the darkest one. No, this one is 04, and you can also get 05, but it does not cater to all skin tone, all Indian skin tone. I just wish that it had some of the darker shades so that darker Indian beauties also enjoy this foundation, because this is a really good foundation. This has a very light to medium texture, and coverage is also very medium. So if you are someone who does not like so much of coverage or like a natural look, so this is the one you should go for. This is better than BB creams because BB creams have that powdery texture which may dry out some of us. So this one does not do that. And for oily skin types also, I will recommend this because this sits very well on your face, and dry skin to normal skin, definitely give this one a try. Next up is the foundation. This one, Olivia Liquid Satin Foundation, and many of the YouTubers and many of us like this foundation. But if you ask me if I like this foundation better than my Invisible Finish one, no, I don't like this that much. First of all, the shade is 0 to Natural Glow, and the shade range is a bummer in this particular range as well. I don't know why Indian brands do not cooperate many darker shades, because come on, India is known for darker beauty. I know, no offense to the fairer beauty or the medium toned ones, but darker beauties, why they have to suffer every time? And still, if I use this shade, this also looks a bit whiter on my face, so this is not my shade range. This has a very similar texture to the Lakme liquid foundation. If you are well aware of the texture of that Lakme liquid foundation, you will know how this feel like. And again, this has a very strong smell as the Lakme liquid one. that gives me a headache. It literally gives me a headache, so I don't reach out for this foundation so much. This was very raved foundation, and plus many of you guys like it, but because I have normal to dry skin type, sometimes it becomes sweaty around this area. But again, if I use this one, the foundation will cling on to my dry patches and makes my face look so dull and so bad. So that's why I don't like it that much. But if I have to choose between this and Lakme, perfect liquid one, I will choose this one, because this still is better than that, and coverage wise this is better. And if you ask me how much I will give, so I will give this 6.5 out of 10. And again, this is just for 100 rupees, so you know, budget buy it is. Next up, let's talk about a foundation which is a cult favorite of many of us, and I'm talking about this Maybelline Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless Foundation. I am in the shade Sun Beige, 310 Sun Beige, and this is a good foundation. They say that you can also build this up, but according to me, you cannot build this foundation. Does not matter if you are from any skin type, you cannot build this foundation. And the coverage is very light to medium, that I really like. And the good thing about this is this does not make your face look greasy and at the same time dry. So this is a really nice foundation, again, for every skin type. Does not matter which skin type you are, you will really like it, because this is really loved by everyone, and I also like it so much. This one was the first pricey foundation. I got it for myself, and that's why I am so proud that I have got this actually. And I really like its texture, its longevity. It lasts for fair amount of 4 to 5 hours, so that's why I love this so much. If you ask me how much will I rate it, I will rate it 9 out of 10, because this is one of my favorite foundations, hands down. The foundation I have is by NELF. So this is their NELF Perfect Lighting Foundation. So yeah, this is a really good foundation if you are someone from very dry skin type. And I use this foundation in winters, and I get such a nice, beautiful texture on my face, beautiful coverage on my face. But the only problem is it does accentuate your texture, and it is not poreless. So if you don't apply a primer underneath, your pores are going to be show up. And if you have bad skin like acne or anything, the foundation will cover it, but it will definitely accentuate it. The only problem I feel with this with the foundation is that only, because I don't have so much of pores or any kind of texture going around my skin, but it does accentuate them if I don't use a primer. So otherwise, this is a good foundation, very good for winters. In summers, I don't think so you can use it until and unless you have very dry skin. And this was also very inexpensive. This was for 550, but I got it during discount around 300. So I really like it, and I love using this one during winters. And if you ask me how much will I rate it, I will give this foundation 7 out of 10, because I really like using it during the winters. So next up, let's talk about a foundation which I didn't like when I used it at first, but eventually I liked it. So I'm talking about this Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I have a full length review about this foundation. I will link it somewhere here or down below. You must check it out if you want to see. So my shade in this one is Desert Beige, and this is a perfect match to my skin tone. So if you're somewhere around NC40, NC42, so you can definitely go for this shade. This is a perfect match for me, and it does not oxidize. So this is a really good thing in a foundation, that it does not oxidize. It does feel like paint, like the smell of it is like paint, as if you are painting your face. So that's a downside of this product, and and also it can dry out your skin if you have very dry skin or dry skin. If you have normal to oily skin, this foundation is your holy grail product. So this will not make you feel greasy. This is so matte on your face. But again, dry type people, please stay away from this. If you want me to rate this one, I will rate it 9 out of 10, because I really love this foundation. Okay, next up, let's talk about a foundation which was like, I bought this because I saw Shreya Jain using it and raving about this foundation. So I'm talking about this NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat foundation. This was a pricey one. This was for 1000 rupees, but I think I got it during a sale for 700, and I don't like this shade. To be honest, I don't like this shade, and I am in the shade medium beige, and I'm not a very big fan of this shade. First of all, I don't admire the packaging as well, because when I squeeze this one, it does, the water in the foundation comes out. Like you can see the foundation has separated and the water retention is so much. And I know it is a water based foundation, it has a good coverage I will say, but it does not suit me. Plus it has a very pungent smell which I don't like, maybe because the foundation is separated from the water. I don't know what is the point, so I don't use it that much. I sometimes use it, that too I mix my illuminator with this one and then use it, because I cannot use this one alone. And this was so expensive guys, this was really expensive. I would have bought 2 Maybelline Fit Me in this price. Anyways, if I have to rate it, I will rate it 4 out of 10 because I don't like it that much. Talk about another pricey buy of mine, and this one is this L'Oreal 24-hour infallible foundation, and as you can see it is separating from the bottle. So the one thing is, you can use it if you are going to some parties or something like that, but if you have nice skin, please don't buy this because this one will be a complete waste. I bought it because I saw so many people raving about this one. When I used to watch Debashri, Shreya, they used to rave about this foundation, but when I bought it, I didn't like it that much, to be honest with you guys. Like this costed around 1400, but thank God I got it during a flat 40% sale. I got it for 700 or less than that, I don't even remember. And I am in the shade Amber, and this is a perfect, like pretty good match for my skin tone. So you can definitely, if you want to buy it, you can just buy. If you have many pimple on your face, or if you have a damaged skin, then you can buy it, but you have to use, you know, a primer underneath, and yeah, so then you can use it. And this really lasts long, so if you are attending a party or anything like that sort, you can definitely give this a try. So I don't like using it because it makes my skin very drying and it makes my skin flat, face flat, so I have to do a full face of makeup. So that's the case with this one, and it also looks fake on my skin. So that's the thing. If you want me to rate it, I will rate it somewhere around 6 to 7 because it has a very good coverage, but it does not suit my skin type. Last foundation is the most pricey possession I have. So I am talking about this MAC Studio Fix, and I am in the shade NC42, but I feel this shade is darker for my skin tone. I don't know, I have this feeling. I got it from the store and the lady, she said that NC42 will suit you, but I think this oxidizes a lot on my skin, and this was for 2500. It's not a joke. And but you know what, I think she gave me a wrong shade, but I can still manage it by a brightening powder and yeah, so let's see. But what I like about this foundation is the texture. It is such a nice textured foundation, very watery, very runny, I know that, but it will, you know, sink into your skin like butter, melt in like butter. So that's what I like the most. And again, this is really long lasting, so I will rate it 8 out of 10 because of the con that the shade is not a match for me. I think NC42 would have suited me better than NC40. NC40 suited me better than NC42, so that's the problem with this foundation. So yes guys, with this I come to an end to my video. I hope you guys liked it, and let me know in the comment section which of the foundations you have already used or you have liked using it. So I will be glad to know that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Till then, stay blessed. Bye. Love you guys.